Brothers and sisters, Father Frank Pavone here, National Director of Priests for Life, to bring you my daily diary segment for Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, February 2021 and 22 of 2022. So on Sunday, I was here at my office having just finished the previous day, the leaders meeting. So I had a lot of follow-up work to do from the pro-life leaders meeting, preparing follow-up messages to go out to them, receiving the feedback from them, reviewing the notes of our strategy sessions and summarizing them and stuff like that. Also prepared a letter to the bishops of the United States and also approved another letter that Alveda King is sending to them on my behalf. And we always have to promote our work among the bishops and also defend ourselves against a lot of them who just either get wrong ideas or some of them who actually oppose our work, if you can figure that one out. Seibel, Michael Seibel is one of the leaders who was here, who does great work with exposing the abortion industry. And we followed up on some of our conversations with him, assisting him there in New Mexico. Mass, I did the Sunday Mass, broadcasted it live. And then, of course, Sunday is a day when we try to spend a little extra time in prayer and praise. I like to do a little extra reading on Sundays, which I did, and even a little rest. The leaders' meetings were very tiring. And then Sunday, in the late afternoon, I headed over to the airport hotel. On the way, I had a phone call with one of our administrative team and settled into the hotel and went to bed quite early because I had to get up quite early the next day for a flight. The next day I got up and had a 6:20 flight up to New York, and that was to visit with my parents, which I had this home visit on Monday and Tuesday. So I was able to catch up with them, spend some time with them, have some meals there. But of course, when I do that, I have my traveling office as well. So I set up my makeshift office in my bedroom, and then it's a constant all day long, a constant back and forth between the office and spending time with my parents because I have to keep up with the staff with approvals that have to be given to mailings going out, with all kinds of interaction with the staff. So what I did was, on that day, first of all, worked with the staff on some postings about Dr. Bernard Nathanson, whose anniversary it was on Monday the 21st. He had died on that day back in 2011. Monday was also the day of the launch of President Trump's new social media platform called Truth Social. And so we spent time with that. Of course, I had already been on the platform in testing mode, and so I was already using it prior to the public launch, but we were able to send out information about it to our people and put special postings up, etc. Took part in the staff briefing, authorized an action alert to go out, and prepared a couple of action alerts, actually, that'll go out during the week. Had a meeting with our social media director. And then at home, one of the things I did with my parents, the Christmas tree was still up. I always put it up for them at Thanksgiving time, and I usually come home to take it down. I was supposed to go home in January. That trip got postponed. And so the Christmas tree was still up. We took down the tree on a Monday during the course of the day. So that's always a fun task. Went to the local fish store for lunch. I like to get some raw clams when I go up there to New York. Then in the afternoon, I had a call with our chief financial officer. We ran over some things. I had another phone call. That was at 4 o'clock. I had another phone call at 4:30 with our vice chairman and our social media director. We're planning for some big steps of growth in the coming year. While I was talking with them, I was driving up to a restaurant about a half hour away where we're going to have a special dinner with my parents, my brother, and my cousin, celebrating both my birthday, which was February 4th, and my mom's birthday, which is coming up March 19th. So on the way there, I was having this phone call. Then I had another call with our executive manager. Then I met them at the restaurant. We had a nice dinner there together and came back to Port Chester. And then I had an hour-long phone call from 8:30 to 9:30 with one of our administrative team as well, and finished up the day doing that while going over to the local diner just to get some dessert while I had that phone call. Then that brought me to Tuesday, again visiting with my parents, back and forth between that and checking in with the office, continuing to promote the Truth Social social media platform, approved some mailings going out for our appeals, took part in the staff briefing, planned for the upcoming National Religious Broadcasters Convention, which I will be attending, and some other trip planning that is coming up as well. Had a special call with our vice chairman, with our communications director, and with our executive director about a book project. We're going to do a little book about, at this point in time, some of the history and some of the accomplishments and impact of Priests for Life on the movement. It won't be any kind of a big definitive work, but it will be good enough to give people an idea of the kind of impact that we've had already. A lot of people know about us, but at the same time don't know a lot of the details of what we have accomplished up to now. So let's see. I had did some errands in town and got some lunch. Came back to see my parents, and I had some phone calls too to do in the afternoon. At 1 o'clock, I connected again with our finance manager. At 2 o'clock with our communications director and executive director about that book. Again, we started taping some conversations that will enable our communications director to start putting together the book in writing. 3 o'clock, I had a call with Right Side Broadcasting Network, one of their top executives, to plan for what we're going to do at CPAC, the conference I'm going to this week. And at 4 o'clock, a meeting with our travel coordinator to talk about upcoming trips of mine. And then I had dinner with my parents and my brother at home there. And after that, went to the airport, which is fortunately just about 10 minutes away from my parents' house, the Westchester County Airport. When I settled in at the airport, then I had to write an article for the an upcoming issue of the Legatus magazine. Legatus is a big organization of Catholic CEOs, business executives who live out their faith in the workplace. So they often ask me to write articles for them, and I had an article due on Tuesday. So I worked on that at the airport, got that emailed into them. Talked with some of our administrative team on the phone as I was waiting to board the plane, got on the plane, did a little bit of reading, but then slept on the plane because it didn't land until close to midnight back in Orlando. And then I drove myself back to my office and got to bed about 1 o'clock in the morning. So that's the daily diary for the 20th, 21st, and 22nd of February of 2022. And I was pointing out to people it was 2/22/22 on Tuesday, something that does not happen very often when you have all the same numbers. Every 11 years, I guess, we had 1/11/11 back 11 years ago. So it's a special little thing to take note of. Talk to you soon, friends. God bless.